Radio Days definitely isn't one of my favourite Rugrats episodes. I admire and appreciate how creative it is, but for me, it's not my kind of thing. This is the first segment of the fifth episode of the fourth season of Rugrats, and Grandpa has some, I think they were called malted milk bowls or something, Maltesers basically, and Angelica wants them and the babies want them, but Tommy says that they're not going to get them because Grandpa said they can only have one each. So Tommy takes on this personality of a character from one of Grandpa Lou's radio programs that he listens to. And basically, the entire episode, most of the episode, plays out in this imaginary world where we have various characters taking on different personas. And as I've mentioned before, I just don't really care for the ones where we see their imaginative play come to life. I think it's actually a really good way to tell a story. It's a fun way for the episodes to be creative and to give us something a little bit different, and occasionally there are episodes where I quite like it. But unfortunately, and it's no fault of the episode, but for me, Radio Days just isn't one of them. Despite the fact that I don't really like it, it is one that I actually remembered quite well from my childhood. Very possible I had it on a VHS, or maybe it just aired a lot. But there's nothing wrong with it. The black and white effects I thought were pretty good. It's very well animated. The pacing's good. It gets to the point really quickly, which is not always the case with Rugrats. And I feel like the personalities the characters took on worked really well. It was also interesting to have Phil and Lil working with Angelica. They wanted the chocolate, of course, rather than being on the side with Tommy and Chuckie. And I think that was an interesting choice and it worked quite well. So, all things considered, it is actually a decent episode. It's just when it comes to the things that I personally enjoy about Rugrats and the things that I look for, and particularly with nostalgia, Radio Days just isn't one that appealed to me very much at all.